Students of 11th class, our today's topic of botany is H and Select pathway. This is also known as C4 pathway. Dear students, as you know, plants that are adapted to dry tropical regions have the C4 pathway. Though these plants have the C4 oxalic acid as the first carbon dioxide fixation product, they use the C3 pathway over the Calvin cycle as the main biosynthetic pathway. So far as this pathway, these plants are special because they have special type of lead anatomy. C4 cycle, also known as or H and Select pathway, it is the alternate pathway of a C3 cycle to fix कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड. डियर स्टूडेंट्स, जो ये पाथवे है ये C3 साइकिल का ऑल्टरनेटिव पाथवे है. तो इसमें फिक्सेशन कार्बन होते हैं. इन दिस साइकिल the first formal stable compound is a 4 carbon compound that is oxaloacetic acid. Hence it is called C4 साइकिल. डियर स्टूडेंट्स, आप जानते हैं कि इसका जो पहला प्रोडक्ट है इस पाथ दैट इज oxaloacetic acid. It is oxaloacetic acid. So far as this is called, so it is called as C4 cycle. The pathway is also called H and Silica's worked on this pathway in 1966. And these two scientists worked on this pathway in 1966. So it is called H and Silica's pathway also, and it is also called C4 dicarboxylic acid pathway. It is also called C4 dicarboxylic pathway. तो ये जो यहाँ तक इस pathway का ताल्लुक है, इसके तीन नाम यहाँ पर हम गिन चुके हैं. C4 pathway उसको कहते हैं, या H and select pathway भी कहते हैं, या इसको हम कह सकते हैं C4 dicarboxylic acid pathway. This pathway is commonly seen in many grasses, sugar canes, इसी तरह maize, sorghum and amaranthus. These are various plants where this cycle has been, this pathway is found. So this is these plants are also known as C4 plants. The C4 plants show a different type of leaf anatomy. So far as the leaf anatomy is concerned, it is different in case of these plants. The chloroplasts are dimorphic in these cases, and the chloroplasts are dimorphic nature. In the leaves of these plants, the vascular bundles are surrounded by bundle sheath of large parenchymatous cells. जहाँ तक इन लीव्स का ताल्लुक है, जो वस्क्यूलर बंडल्स होते हैं, they are surrounded by bundle sheath of large parenchymatous cells. These bundle sheath cells have chloroplast. These bundle sheath cells have chloroplast. These chloroplasts or bundle sheaths are large. In this case, the chloroplasts are large, lake grana, and contain storage grains. The chloroplasts in mesophyll cells are smaller and always contain grana. This peculiar anatomy of leaves of C4 plants is called Kranz anatomy. This type of anatomy is also known as Kranz anatomy. This anatomy is also known as Kranz anatomy. And the bundle sheath cells are bigger and look like a ring or wreath. So far as in these C4 plants, there is a special type of anatomy. There is known as Kranz anatomy. क्या होता है इन की जो बंडल शीट सेल्स होते हैं उनमें वो दे आर बिगर एंड लुक लाइक ए रिंग और रेत. उनमें एक रिंग लाइक स्ट्रक्चर होता है और रेत लाइक स्ट्रक्चर होता है. तो सो फॉर इज इन जर्मनी इज कंसर्न जर्मनी रेत एंड हिंस इट इज कॉल्ड क्रॉस एनाटॉमी. सो फॉर इज this covering special sort of covering, it is known as cross anatomy. The C4 cycle involves two carbonylation reactions, one taking place in chloroplast. First reaction there takes place in chloroplast or mesophyll cells, and another in chloroplast bundle sheath cells. There are two reactions in chloroplast of first reaction in chloroplast mesophyll cells, and another in the chloroplast of bundle sheath cells. The various steps in H and select cycle are as following. First, in the chloroplast of mesophyll cells, photophosphanol pyruvate, a 3 carbon compound, picks up carbon dioxide and changes into 4 carbon compound oxaloacetate. In the presence of water, the reaction is catalyzed by the enzyme phosphanol पायरुवेट कार्बोजाइलेस। इस रिएक्शन में जो एंजाइम इसमें इन्वॉल्व होता है दैट इज़ फॉस्फेनोल पायरुवेट कार्बोजाइलेस. In second reaction, the oxaloacetate breaks down rarely into 4-carbon malate and aspartate in the presence of enzyme transaminase and malate and dehydrogenase. And the malate gets transported into bundle sheath cells where it splits enzymically to yield 3-carbon dioxide to yield 3-carbon and 3-carbon pyruvate. The carbon is used in the Calvin cycle, carbon dioxide Calvin cycle. In the carbon dioxide is accepted by 4-carbon compound ribulose diphosphate to start C3 cycle in the bundle sheath cells of C4 plants. One molecule of glucose is produced as a C3 cycle in bundle sheath cells. The pyruvate molecule is transported to the chloroplast of mesophyll cells where it is phosphorylated to regenerate phosphoryl pyruvate in the presence of ATP. In this reaction, there is ATP. This reaction is catalyzed by the pyruvate of phosphoryl dikinase. Phosphoryl pyruvate. The phosphoryl pyruvate regenerated again into the C4 pathway in H and Select pathway. The C3 and C4 cycles of carbonization are linked, and this is due to the Kranz anatomy of the leaves. The C4 plants are more efficient in photosynthesis than the C3 plants. The enzyme phosphoryl pyruvate carboxylase of the C4 cycle is found to have more affinity for carbon dioxide than the ribulose diphosphate carboxylase of C3 cycle when fixing the molecule CO2 in ऑर्गेनिक कंपाउंड ड्यूरिंग कार्बोलाइजेशन. तो इस तरह से जो कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड की फिक्सेशन होती है इस रिएक्शन में, तो वो इस तरह से अंजाम होती है. तो इसमें ये ज़्यादा एफिशिएंट है, तो इसमें एज कम्पेयर टू डियर स्टूडेंट इज सफिशिएंट. थैंक